Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here on the lake today. I don't never really go live on YouTube. I just figured I'd mess around a little bit today. See if somebody want to see me. If they do, they do. If not, oh well. I understand. I'm out here on Lake Altoona. Um, I would say the water's cooling off a lot, if you ask me. Um, the fish are starting to get a lot more active. I've been seeing a lot of white bass. I haven't been on the Blue Bullet. The people who watch my channel, they know that's my 1986 bomber bass boat that I be on. I haven't been on it in a while, and I haven't been on it for certain reasons. But nothing wrong with my boat. I'll be back on that pretty soon. I um I actually been using my 10 footer. I've been fishing on my 10-foot John boat. And sometimes, guys, you guys, I like to use the live scope, but sometimes I just want to do some traditional fishing and don't want to be on a live scope like all the time. Sometimes I get tired looking at that screen on that live scope, to be honest. So, but the crappie are still in the trees out here on Lake Altoona. I'm pretty sure they got a lot of them moving up into the channel to start to try to chase these shad around, but the water has dropped tremendously, man. I mean, I don't know exactly how far it's down, but it got to be down, I would say at least 7 feet, but it might be more than that. And the trees that the fish are holding on are in about anywhere from 5 to 7 feet. So they're still holding pretty tight to those trees, man. There's a abundance of shad like all over the place. So I just thought I'd get on for a minute and talk a little bit about what's going on. I would call this my home lake, Lake Altoona. Me, Captain Hook, and the Lip Ripper, we fish this lake predominantly out through spring all the way to winter. We on Altoona, and the water gets pretty low during the winter months, so then we have to kind of improvise and find other places to fish. But I've been catching the crappie on jigs. I've been using minnows, jigs, you know. Anybody who know me, I use both, so it doesn't really matter to me what I catch them on. I just like to catch them. They were biting pretty good this morning. The bites kind of slowed down just a little bit, but that's normal, especially on this lake. I've been fishing Lake Altoona for, I would say, I moved from New Orleans. I've been here going on it'll be 10 years upcoming spring. And I've been fishing this lake for that long. So I guess about about. All right, let me stop talking and try to get on the fish right quick, guys, so I can show you guys a fish here. It's a nice day out today, man. It's just beautiful. Beautiful day. No wind. The wind hasn't been blowing like all day. So that's a good thing. I should have went live a little earlier, but I was so dialed into catching them fish, man. I didn't want to. I was gonna be kind of boring on the camera, so I'm in a little spot way in the back, in a cove. Like this fishing some trees, man. I love fishing in trees. Tree, you you'd be surprised what you catch sitting in those trees. I've caught big catfish. They just be sitting in those trees, and they'll come up and hit your bait. It's crazy on the live scope because you can actually see the catfish on the live. You know exactly what it is, you know. So I just thought I'd get on for a minute and talk to you guys for a second, you know. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but I just wanted to stop by for a second while I had a little time in between spots, because I will be moving here in a minute to another spot. So I might go back live, might not, because I'm still in the process of trying to make a video. So, you know, I actually got a little small fish on right now. It's not a very big one, but it's a fish. Hey, crappie. I'll get that back in the water. What else I want to talk about? Let me see. You guys want any hand tie jigs, you know, let me know. Email me. If you guys don't have my email, I usually shout it out on my channels, right? Usually in the beginning. Sometimes I do it at the beginning and at the last part of the video. But I'm actually using minnows right now to fish. I'm fishing a tree, which we call them laydowns, you know. Well, I think most people do. But it's a tree off the bank and it goes into the water about, I would say 10 feet. But when the water's up, it's more like 15 to 18 feet. So, but the water's so low right now, you know. The tree is basically showing outside of the water right now. And these fish, like I said, they're still stacked in the trees right now. So my advice to you guys right now, it's fall time. You know, using and fishing is great around this time of the year. Get out and get on the lake and fish, you know, if you can, you know. Because it's perfect time of the year. In a couple of weeks, the white bass and stripers are going to come run all up through the lake, especially on the little riverside of Altoona. They're going to be all up through here. I give it about 2 weeks. It's really based on the weather, but they typically come in towards the middle or the end of October. They'll come in, you know, you catch a lot of white bass and stripers, and a lot of big crappie trolling. If anybody know me, I don't know why I always say that if anybody know me, because a lot of people know me. But people know that people that I fish with, let me put it like that, you know, or people that watch my channel, they know I love to troll for fish. So that's one of the things that I like to do. I like to troll a lot. You just never know what you're gonna catch trolling. You know, especially when I'm moving from spot to spot. Maybe not if I'm in the bigger boat, but if I'm in my giant boat, man, I'm trolling from spot to spot. And I've caught some of my biggest fish trolling. And I'm actually being honest about that. Lost a lot of big fish too, you know. So. Trying to see who that is. Blackfoot. How you doing, man? He's out here enjoying the weather, doing a little fishing. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be out here today. I think I got one more spot I want to try, but the water temperature is I think it was 73 this morning. But you know, that could vary in different spots. That temperature can change. But when I launched the boat, the temperature was 73 degrees, the surface temperature, but it was also really cool this morning. So it might have went up a little bit as the sun has came out now. So I really was catching a lot of fish off this tree. And I guess since I went live, now they don't want to, they want to act up. You know how that goes. We're going to try to catch one here to show y'all. I got some nice ones in that cooler, though. Some nice fish. My camera battery went out on one of my cameras. So I'm down to limited battery power. So that's why I figured I'd go live for a little while then. Get off the camera for a minute, try to conserve a little bit battery power. I'm actually looking out right over me about maybe 4 or 5 feet in front of me. There's a shad everywhere. And it's kind of hard to compete with all those shad, man. You got your bait going up against a million shad. So it's like, if you were a crappie, what would you pick? It's kind of hard to fool the fish when you're going against millions of bait fish. It's almost unreal how much bait they have in the lake right now. That's how you know that fall is here, because they have a lot of bait fish in Altoona, but fall time is like crazy, So let's see something. Blackfoot said he doing good. He said he'll be better if he was out fishing too. Hey man, you'll get out there. It's coming. Just whenever you get a chance to go Blackfoot, make the best of it, man. You'll definitely get a chance to get out there on the lake. You'd be surprised how close these crappie how they're up on the bank, how close they are. It's crazy. This morning I was catching them, a foot off the bank, like literally 1 foot off of the bank. And I was surprised it was up that shallow so early in the morning. But they were up there. Well, I don't know who watching, but what lake y'all? What's up, SK? Man, out here enjoying the weather, SK. Trying to be like you, man. I'm trying to eventually be a crapping master like you. I see you had a good day yesterday on the lake. Gladfoot says she's trying to get her husband to take her, trying to get my husband to take off and go since he has to work the weekend. He should have jumped on that opportunity. He should have jumped on that. I know my lady said, let's go fishing here. I'm going. I'm always trying to be on the lake. Shoot. All the time. But I just thought I'd come on for a little bit and talk about Lake Altoona right now. And the fishing is getting a lot better. Like I said, the bite was really, really, really good this morning. I should have went live this morning, but I was busy trying to make a video. So it was going to be kind of hard for me to do both. So I chose to do the video instead. I just thank y'all for just taking a second to hear what I have to say. I see SK was using that green color What color that is you be using, SK? I'm trying to think of what it is. It's almost 75 crap. You caught 75 today already, SK? SK said he caught 75 crappie. Lord. Lemon lime. That's it. Lemon lime. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm gonna go try one more spot before I get out of here. I'm gonna try the lemon lime because I think I have some of them. I've been using this grayish color. Oh, almost 75 yesterday. I've been using this grayish case like a matter of fact, let me show you. Where is it? I got a little fish on. Let me see. Hold on, I'll show you in a second, SK. I'll show you in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'll show you the color I'm using. About a 10-inch fish. He gonna go. I'm gonna get that color. What that color is, SK? That's it right here, SK. It's like almost like a monkey milk color with a couple of little dots in it, couple of little specks. But that been working good, really good. I got a little jig head, little fish type little jig head on there. And that been working good, SK. I like that color. But the lemon lime, I really want to try that lemon lime color. I think I have some, but I ain't gonna say I was scared to use it, but I just always thought it was an eye color. So I just never used it. But I see you've been having a lot of success with that color, so I'm gonna try it out. I can't believe you caught 75 crappie yesterday, though, man. That's amazing. I gotta get up there to Houston and come fish with y'all, SK. I definitely gotta get out there, man. I want to fish with LBG, man. If I can keep him awake long enough for us to have a good day to fish with him. I know he work a lot though. So I can understand that too. Be tired sometimes, man. Believe me, I know exactly how that is. See, come on, SK. Man, believe me, I'm coming. I'm trying to figure out when y'all going. I'm really trying to wait till y'all do something like big, like maybe the grand opening for that marina or something. I might come out there so I can get to see everybody. You, Steve, LBG. I don't know if Kim gonna come down, but man, you see, y'all guys, man, y'all are inspiration to a lot of young fishermen. Well, I won't call myself young because hell, I'll be 40 in February, so I wouldn't call myself young at all. But some of these younger fishermen, I'll be up here at the boat ramp sometimes, and you'd be surprised the people that watch it. My channel, I consider my channel small, and you'd be surprised the people that watch those channels. I pull up to the boat ramp sometime and oh, you hold them. It's gonna be kind of crazy sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, that's me. But it's a rewarding feeling, knowing people, out there watching your stuff, man. It really is. But man, Texas, man, y'all got some. They got some big fish out there in Texas, man. You got some big fish here, but man, it's like every time you catch a fish out there in Texas is huge. Every time. You can't be messing around on no 4 pound, 6 pound test out there. Fish too big for that. Or SK say people be watching and local folks recognize you. Yeah, cause like I say, I honestly can say, man, this is honestly my home lake because I fish here more than anywhere. You know, I fish here more than anywhere, and like you said, people recognize you. I even had a cop stop me a while back, man, and I was speeding, y'all. I'm gonna tell the truth, which I usually don't speed. And it was funny because when the cop came up to the car and he said, "Hold him, I'm gonna need you to slow down for me." Man, I just couldn't believe that, man. You know, he didn't write me a ticket neither. He did not write me a ticket, and which I shouldn't have been speeding in the first place. But he didn't write me a ticket, and I was gracious for that. And come to find out, that police, he was one of my subscribers, man, and told me him and his son, watch my channel all the time. That was fun. I'm gonna get into some bigger fish, man. We had some nice fish on. Oh. Excuse me, y'all. I dropped my phone. They had some nice fish on this pile earlier. So I don't know if they left or what they're doing, but I'm gonna sit here for a couple more minutes, talk to y'all, and I'm gonna get out of here. And try to move around, try to do something else. But y'all, if anybody else on here watching that's been fishing, what colors been working for y'all right now? You know, I'd like to know what colors been y'all been using. Blackfoot say he subscribed to your channel, SK. Say good morning, SK. I'm subscribed to your channel too. I have to get my daily dose of fishing by watching y'all's channel. Well, thank you much. We really appreciate that. I know SK does. He say it all the time. He appreciate. Yeah, I don't know if you watch SK Live on Wednesdays, but they have a really good show on Wednesday nights. Um, a lot of knowledgeable information. You got Steve, SK, LBG, Kim. Sometimes SK have some guest appearance. I think he had Captain on there. Is it Captain? What's it? I got. I know it's fishing at the reel. Fishing at the reel. I want to say his channel is Sarge. That's his name, Sarge. He had Sarge on Wednesday, and he's also a good, really good, really good angler. So we had Sarge on there, but that's the panel, SK and them. But like I said, guys, fall's here. The weather's changing. I don't know how hot it is out there in Houston, but I know here we're getting like mid 40s in the mornings already, and the high is not getting out of the 70s. It's like 77 maybe. So it's really good weather right now. SK gave Blackfoot a thumbs up. That's what's up. He said he's trying to figure out how to use jigs, SK. Well, I want to say it's a lady. You asking me what my water temp is out here, SK? Yeah, he said Blackfoot said they're trying to learn how to use jigs, SK. Well, you want to learn how to use jigs, man. I use a lot of jigs too. I use some minnows sometimes. That's just a childhood thing, man. I used to always use them with my dad. I know SK don't too much mess with them, but I can fish with the jig or the minnow. It doesn't really matter to me. I can catch them on both, so you know. And I know SK can catch them on the minnow, of course, but he did, you know, he preferred to use the jigs all the time, and that's a good thing. So the more you use it, the better you get at it. Using the jig, you just gotta have confidence in yourself, knowing that you can catch them with the jig. That's all. Color, 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 move, move, move. That's my thing. The fish not biting, move to another spot. Don't just stay at one spot and, you know, for 3 hours and you're not catching no fish. That's almost crazy, you know. Oh, Blackfoot City in Louisiana. The water temp here right now, SK, is in the mid 70s, like 74, 74, 75. SK said the best way to learn how to use the jigs, the best way to learn is keep those jigs wet, and it don't take a lot of action for them to work. Don't buy minnows and you'll make the jigs work. Yeah, because if you don't have no minnows in the boat here, you ain't gonna have no choice but to use them jigs. You want to catch fish or go home. Shoot, one or two. So if you on your boat and you get to a spot, you like, man, I don't have no minnows. What you gonna just go? You gonna just go home? I mean, you know, yeah, SK right. You gonna have to use them. You know. I mean, I'm trying to see if I can show y'all this. But I mean, I have a variety of different. I mean, this bag is full of jigs, man. I mean, it's all plastics. So you know, I got some hand-tied jigs. This from the late great Mr. Perry. More hand-tied jigs from my boy Nick. And I also got a bunch of them that I tied myself. So, you know, you can't never have enough tackle. I don't care what nobody says. Never enough tackle. There's no such thing as too much tackle. But I'm gonna start doing these lives a little bit more often. So I think that's something that I want to start getting into. Not all the time, but just to I think it's a good way to interact with your subscribers and stuff, and let people know what's going on your lake. I'm just moving this bait really, really slow. I mean, it was on fire this morning, man. I mean, it just was on fire. But like I said, I was so dialed in and trying to make a video, I just, you know, I wasn't really thinking about going live. And then my camera battery started to get low. And I said, let me just jump on live right quick. It's like my first time ever doing this. I've never got on live before. It's like my first time doing it. So, you know, I'm not camera shy, so I'll talk. I just wish I was catching a few more fish right now for y'all. But, you know, if anybody fish, they know how that goes. It was so crazy. Let me see how. Again, going. I guess I'm impatient. I guess I'm impatient. My husband would love to go home early every time. Gotta be patient, SK said. Gotta be patient. You right about that. Gotta be patient. What the water temperature is out there in Houston right now, SK? I was gonna ask SK, was he going out tomorrow? But tomorrow Saturday. So I know he really don't like going out there on the weekends like that. I was about to ask him was he gonna go Saturday though, but tomorrow I know he don't really like to fish on the weekends like that. It's kind of starting to slow down a little bit on the weekend night, SK, because you know, the weather's starting to cool off, so a lot of the pleasure boaters, they don't really like to be out like that. So early morning 72 and get up to 85 in the evening time. Blackfoot says, I'm the fisherman in the family. I would sleep in my boat if I had to, just in case he changed his mind and wanted to go fishing. Right? This one thing I say about fishing, man. Like I said, this is just my opinion. People who don't really fish, they wouldn't understand, but they don't understand, what it does for someone who likes to fish. I mean, when I'm out fishing, I don't think about anything, man. I don't think about nothing but that rod bending. That's it. And it's such a peace of mind, and that thump from that fish is like, I mean, it's almost, I don't want to say drug, but it almost is. You know, it's like if I don't get out for a while and I don't catch a fish for a while, it's like I'm almost fiending to go. You know, I know that might sound a little delusional, but it's almost like I need that fix. You know, so I hate I I hate the weekends. I've been a tree standing. Let's get crazy, man. What? No fishing on Saturdays? No, no fishing on the weekend, man. Weekend fishing is just too many people, man. It's just too many. You have a lot of people fishing, plus you got the pleasure boaters. It's just too much. It just be too much going on, you know. It's Friday evening right now, and it's starting to get. It's starting to get. It used to be really good all day on Fridays, but like I said, that's why I say I might not be out here too long, because even on Fridays now, about 1 or 2 o'clock, that's when people start to come to the lake, because they be off the weekend, so they'll come out here and just go crazy. But thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna get off here, man. SK, it's always a pleasure, man. Um, Appreciate everything you do for the fishing community. I really, really, really do. I'm always tuning into your stuff. One of your biggest supporters, man. Um, and Blackfoot, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna start doing these a lot more often, so I can interact with you guys a little bit more. And I'm also still learning myself. I've been fishing for a long time. You know, as a kid, and I really got back into it about 3 years ago. And like I said, I'm still learning myself a lot. Still learning how to use my live scope. Um, Still learning about patterns. You know, colors in the jigs. So I'm still learning too. So I'm not one to criticize anybody about the way how they fish, because everybody does do things different, and that's just how it is. So like I said, I'm still learning. I've learned a lot from SK and them, um, watching his channel and stuff. So I appreciate that, SK, man. You showed me a lot, man, when it comes to that jig fishing and stuff. You the one really got me to want to tie my own jigs. You know. And Steve has some amazing jigs over there at Lemons Tackle, man. Ugh. He just have a lot of stuff. Y'all just some good people, SK, man. Y'all just good folk, man. Y'all just good folk. All right, I'm gonna be safe at Hold'em Hook now. All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I said I'm gonna do more of these coming up. Start doing it live a little bit more for you guys, man. And this is my first time doing it, so I hope I did okay. I'm not catching a lot of fish right now, but hopefully in the near future, I I'll be catching a lot more fish while I'm on live. So thank y'all. And don't forget now, you can't catch them at the house on the couch. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.